let's learn how to stitch a gorgeous little bunch of grapes. Now I've gone ahead and used the Love Heart stencil from our kit here, and I've threaded onto my needle approximately 1.5 meters of purple yarn. Starting from the bottom section, you're going to bring your needle up, leave a small tail underneath to tie off to. Now the stitch we're going to use here is a continuous French knot. So to do this, we're going to grab our yarn and wrap it around our needle 3 times. We're then going to pinch between our 2 fingers, and we're going to take our needle slightly up from the hole that we just came up from. Give a little tug on that bottom piece of yarn to create that knot, and then we're going to pull through. This does take a bit of practice. Bring your needle up about 1/2 centimeter away from that knot. Let's do that again. Let's lie our garment flat. You're going to wrap your yarn around your needle 3 times, then pinch between your 2 fingers. Now bring your needle behind you into that gap or that space behind you and pull through. And we're just going to repeat this again. So coming up about 1/2 centimeter away from that knot, we're going to pull our yarn through, lay your garment flat, wrap around 3 times, and then pinch between those 2 fingers. Then bring your needle behind you into that space again. Give that bottom yarn a tug to create that knot, and then pull through. This is quite a challenging stitch, and please don't be disheartened if you don't get it first time. It really does take a little bit of practice. And we're just going to continue like this all around the outside of the grapes. Now, when you've completed this, you should have enough yarn on your needle to do a few French knots on the inside the center. And we're pretty much just going to fill this whole space with just random French knots. Now, if you do run out of yarn, all you need to do is to finish your last knot, and then you can just rethread on some more yarn and continue as you were. And now I've completed the inner section of my grapes. I'm happy with that. If I flip my garment over, you'll see I've got 2 tails here, which I can simply tie together in a triple knot. Now, if you have made your grapes a little bit bigger, these 2 tails, they might have quite a big gap between them. You'll need to just weave one of those ends through your work to bring those 2 tails together. Next, I'm going to thread on approximately 1/2 meter of green yarn for the little stem part of the grape. We're just going to bring our needle up through the middle section of that bunch of grapes and pull it through, leaving a tail to tie off to underneath. And we're just going to take our needle back down through the hole that we just created to make this loop. This is also known as a lazy daisy stitch. Bring your needle to where you want that to sit and simply hook it over and anchor it down with a stitch. And we're simply just going to repeat this process and do it on the left-hand side. So again, bringing your needle back down through the hole you created to make this loop. Bring your needle to where you want that to sit. Hook that over your needle and pull through, and then we're just going to anchor it down. And to finish off, we're simply just going to pop a little straight stitch. You can do 1 straight stitch here. I like to double it up just to make my work look a little bit thicker, but that's entirely up to you. And once we finish there, we can flip over. You'll see we've got 2 tails here, which we can just snip away any excess and tie together in a triple knot. And that is pretty much it. You've made a gorgeous, very cute little bunch of grapes. Happy stitching, guys.